Hey, what's up guys, Tim here again. Got another paracord tutorial for you today. You guys are gonna love this one if you're into the whole fidget spinner, hand spinner craze. So in the first tutorial we did this kind of DIY paracord spinner, which does still work quite well. And today we're doing kind of a different version 2. And this was not my idea. I want to give credit to the original person that came up with this. This is Opossum Paracord's kind of design and idea. Saw a picture of it on Instagram and thought it was such a great idea. Had to do a tutorial. But definitely check out his Instagram feed and Facebook page, because I believe he is selling these or auctioning these off on his Instagram feed. Yeah. So if you're not into buying the whole professionally made spinners or the things like this, is the MechForce USA spinner review on this one coming very, very soon. Awesome spinner. You can DIY your own spinner, make your own, right? And this one turned out quite well. It's a lot of fun. Of course, the bearing is not as good as this one here, and it's not as broken in as this one, so it doesn't spin as well. But overall, though, the look of it turned out really well. And of course, this button is from my Noble Spin Golden Virtue. I took the bearing cap off this. This one still works without it too, though. But anyways, we put it on here just for kicks. Worked out pretty well. So this is what we'll be doing today, guys. And yeah, hope you like it. Remember, if you're looking for any of the material, paracord and beads and whatnot I find in this video or use in this video, check out those affiliate links down below, because when you shop through those, you're helping out this channel greatly. And I always appreciate that, guys. So that being said, let's get into the tutorial. All right, so I got my paracord ready here. Got about 3 feet. Got my 2 beads. I'm using the Schmuckatelli Ona and Ku, I believe they're called. So these beads, they are wide enough to get 2 strands of 550 through, but it's a tight fit. So what I did to this paracord was I just partially gutted it, meaning I took out 2 of the inner strands and left the rest in there. So yeah, that'll make that easier. Or you could use thinner paracord, use 450, your choice. Okay, so I got my 2 beads and I've got a piece of the inner strand here. So we're gonna double our paracord over, and this will be the easiest way, I find at least, to get the beads on. I'm going to hook this inner strand around it, like so. Now for the first bead you put on, you want to go through the bottom of the bead. Of course, if you're using beads that are same both ways, doesn't matter. Now you can use this to fish the paracord through. See, a lot easier. And then for the second bead, you want to go through the top of the bead. You'll see why in a sec. Okay, so go through the top. All right there. Give that a yank, and there we go. So now you want to get this bead, or these beads, centered almost in the middle. Okay, so they're about here, right? That's where the paracord is. And now we can integrate our bearing. So now to integrate our bearing, I've got another 608 bearing, the same one I used before for this spinner. Okay, and I did well, I apologize for the messiness here. This is my second attempt at doing this video because I kind of screwed up the first time, but there's some dried super glue here. I am using super glue again. I have been listening to you guys, and yes, you can use JB Weld or another strong epoxy, though that's a definitely better option, but I didn't have time to go out and get some. But I'm using super glue again. It should work fine, but yeah, definitely use epoxy. That's probably better. JB Weld would be ideal. And I did rough up the surface of this the side of the bearing on my sharpening saw. I didn't have any sandpaper. But if you have sandpaper, you can sand it lightly and make it a little rough. That would definitely help with getting the paracord bonded to the bearing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue the paracord down about like half, like on one side, almost half. You don't need to glue it all the way to the center, because I mean, I can just show you what's going to happen. We're going to glue the paracord down, and then we can cinch up these beads to each side, like so, right? And then when you have those on there really tight, that bearing should not go anywhere in combination with the glue. So yeah, you don't have to glue it all the way to the edge there, because as you can see, you want them to get it a little, like, you want to definitely get it as centered as possible. So if you leave a little small section there unglued, you can kind of adjust the centering of these beads, because you ideally want the beads directly across from each other, right? That will make the spinner nice and balanced. So I'm going to glue maybe from, like, I need a better pointer. Use my pen here. You want to glue maybe from like here all the way to here, but not all the way to the half point. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, so I got my bearing in place now, and as you can see, I didn't glue it all the way down, because now I can cinch up these beads like so, and we have a bit of leeway there to adjust the centering, because ideally you want these beads directly across from each other. Okay, I think that looks pretty good actually. It's not too bad. Now, if you wanted to be really technical, you can measure your bearing and get the exact diameter, divide that in half, and put maybe little hash marks where the center is. But we are making a DIY spinner, of course, so this doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So now we're going to tie our diamond knots here and here. And of course, on this side, cut this string here. You're going to cut the paracord here so you can tie your diamond knot. Let's just quickly go through one diamond knot on this side. So I'm going to go through this small version. Make my loop like so. Bring this behind. Over, under, over. Okay. And now bring this one past this strand. Go up through the middle. And then this one, bring it around to the front. Go up through the middle. Okay. Sorry if that wasn't clear, but you guys should know how to tie a diamond knot, and if not, you can check my dedicated tutorial. Okay, so that is that. Let's get this excess through. So now, this is way too low, of course. I'm going to cinch all this slack up to here. So we're going to move our diamond knot from here all the way up to here. We're going to cut this side and do the same thing, okay? Okay, so I got my diamond knots in place. It took a bit of work just to get them as close to here as possible, because you want to eliminate any slack in between. It will be a little wobbly, of course, because it is paracord. But yeah, all I got to do now is snip and singe the excess here. And I'm going to stick my bearing cap on here to make it finish it off, and we'll be done. Right, so the spinner is complete and it does work, but to top it off, I'm going to take the bearing cap off my Noble Spin Virtue here. Great spinner, by the way. Now, you can buy pre-made button bearing caps. I'm just using this one because I have this one. But yeah, you can go on, I'll put some links where I can find them. If you can go on Etsy or eBay and whatnot, you can find some pre-made bearing caps that you can use for your spinners. That's how popular fidget spinners are nowadays. But yeah, that looks pretty cool actually. You can get pre-made spin buttons, and this does make spinning your spinner a lot easier. So there it is. That actually works quite well. This bearing has not really been broken in much, so it doesn't spin very well. But, you know, it's not too bad for a cheap little DIY spinner. That look is actually really nice. And yeah, that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed this another paracord spinner. Again, check out Opossum Paracord. It was his picture that inspired this tutorial. So thank you so much, man, for putting that out into the community. But yeah, if you want to get some pre-made paracord spinners from him, he is making them for sale. So check out his Instagram feed. I will link it here and down below as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you're looking for any of the materials I use in this video, check out those affiliate links down below. And, you know, when you shop through those, you're helping this channel greatly, and I always appreciate that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.